eyes, Brock, you'd still know exactly where you were by the rallying cry of the Jaguar faithful in the stands. Punter Rigoberto Sanchez has it teed up and ready to go. And we're off from Jacksonville. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
On red. Here we go, sir.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
2nd and 3 now.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Here we go, sir.
Lawrence working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. His first throw is an interception. And the Colts take over as he records his 10th career INT. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
He's going to make it down to the 15-yard line. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
His first throw is an interception. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. They get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be their last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and more some.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Jarvarius Ward picks it off. And the Colts get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They go again with Taylor. Across midfield to the 45. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion! Silver.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Hey, go!
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Complete, it's Weaver. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Hey, run!
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Etienne on the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down. From the red zone now. Escapes out to the left. The ball is out. And that bounces out before anyone can make a recovery. They're going to have this one inside the 10. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Hey, let's go.
They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll run Etienne. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Jaguars will reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars tie this game 7-7. On now is Cook to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. Great vision, gets him across midfield. I don't think they're going to catch him. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts break the tie here in the first. The advent of a new style of kickoff in 2024 created all sorts of new strategies to generate big returns. And Brock, here we see their own design executed to perfection to spring them for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen a rule change that has invigorated special teams coaches, head coaches, all the coaches, as much as this one did this offseason, each looking for their own wrinkle to try to throw in there and do what we just saw, break it the length of the field for 6 big points.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Kickoff taken at the 3. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31.
Hey, here we go.
Lawrence to throw it. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
From the 38. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kicked off by Cameron Bynum. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Now a toss play, Taylor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second down carry for Taylor. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
He rolls to his right. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. We're at 23.
Now a give. It's ETN headed left. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Hey, go!
Now Lawrence on the play fake. He beams one deep right side. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
That's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 2nd and 3 now.
Lisa 24.
It is Cup, left side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. 1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football.
All right, let's go.
They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He'll get this to Etienne. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Hey, kill.
Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Throwing out to the left, Cup. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Third and 6 for them to figure out now.
Hey. Red.
Throwing now from the gun. This one's caught. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
From the gun, Etienne gets it. Has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
On now is Cook to kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he's well across the 45, almost all the way to midfield before going out.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action...
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's taken in by Etienne. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They cross the 40 on a nice run. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They wanted to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Punches it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little Tex on the extra point. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Taylor trying the left side. And he'll get it up to the 27. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Taylor again. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. They give to Taylor, right side. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopped by Foye Oluoku. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Purdy setting up that play action. He puts some air under this one, deep right. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. That one right down the middle. And the Colts tie this game at 21. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Complete out to the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
These are 24.
Lawrence now off the play action. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
1st down throw, Lawrence. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
On red.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stuffed down at the 3. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive play.
And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get some late points and the lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7. Play action now with Purdy. Buying some time left. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Rigoberto Sanchez on the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. He broke 50 on his 1st punt and looks to have done the same here. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hey.
Lawrence working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Rip, 23. Go, let's go. Here we go.
Throwing off the play fake here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Collects this at the 32. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. He manages 13 on this punt return. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's brought down for a loss. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
They're going to turn to Taylor on third down. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give left side to Taylor. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Now it's a bootleg for him. Complete out to the right. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Mitchell on the give, headed left. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play. That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's a handoff for Taylor. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here's a give to Taylor. He gets the 1st and more to the 35. All the way. Touchdown, Indy! The Colts cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Prater adds the PAT. And the Colts tie us up 28-all. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go! Go, go!
And they send a man in motion.
Silver.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Fits it through the middle. Gets some space around midfield. It's a race down the right side. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jaguars grab the lead on their first series of the half. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That's Tom Rathman down there, Brock. It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Returnable from the 2. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
At their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go now.
Now a handoff to Taylor. A lot of grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. It's caught, 1. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play.
And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Colts tie this game 35 apiece. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. And he's out a little short of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Lisa 24.
Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
For a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Hey, easy. Route. Hot.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Able to find Strange here. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Hey, Lion! Silver!
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a third-quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. His third total score in this game. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And they finally bring him down after a huge return into their territory.
We know this is the ticket to the field for a whole lot of rookie special teams. It's something that teams every year look for in the draft. And with the new rules, and maybe even that much more, these super athletes who can electrify in returns and turn the smallest lane into one of the biggest plays of the game.
Here's Taylor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
All right, here we go. Second down. Running right. This is Taylor. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Third and long for him here. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute, convert on these third downs.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4. Looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. This is Taylor. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Colts' ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. They're going play action. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2. They're going Taylor. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly, for his offense to get a first down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A give to Mitchell, running left. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now a run with Taylor. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. On the ground, it's Herbert again. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts. Taylor trying the left side. And he has the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts now trailed by just a point in the 4th. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown, his 3rd of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts tie this game up.
to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Red on red.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Lisa 24. Silver.
From the 34. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go.
Looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He finds Brown right side. And he's taken down at the 30. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, route.
Now a give. It's ETN headed left. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Hey. Hot.
Back to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, lion.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Rip, 23. Hot.
Setting up to pass. It is caught left side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
He brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Are they going to run him down? And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Red on red. Here we go, sir.
He'll look to throw it. He's going deep. He's got it inside the 25. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Lisa 24. Here we go, sir.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal.
On the jump.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Hey, let's go.
ETN again. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. So everything comes down to this from Cam Little. It's a 38-yard look here. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. Now out comes the 2nd-year kicker in one of the biggest spots of his young career. It's a 38-yard look here. The kick is good. He got it!